Okay, so next is question number 11. Question number 11 is from the labor cost chapter, and here they are asking us to find out how many workers have been left and discharged. Given the information, flux method, on the basis of flux method, the labor turnover is 20%, under replacement method is 10%, and under separation method is 6%. They have also given us number of workers who has been replaced during the quarter is 80. From this information, we need to calculate how many workers have been left and discharged. So since the hint is given the replacement, number of replacement, hence we should start from the replacement method formula. The formula is number of replacement divided by average number of workers into 100. So answer is 10%, which is given the question. 10% is equal to 80 divided by average number of workers. By solving this, I can find out average number of workers. So which will be 80 divided by 10%, and it will come around to 800 workers. Now, applying the average number of workers in any one of the formula, I am following the separation method. However, since the question is asking left and discharge, we don't need to take a wide row to calculate it. We can simply straightforward apply separation method. Under separation method, number of separations divided by average workers into 100 is the labor turnover. So now 6% is equal to number of separations by 800. Further I can write in a better way. Number of separations is equal to 800 to 6%, which comes to 48 number of workers. So the correct answer is option number C. Going forward, next question number 12. The similar question, calculate workers recruited as well as joined. That is what they have asked. So number of, again, the flux method, on the basis of flux method, labor turnover is 20%, replacement method is 10%, and separation method is 6%. Number of workers replaced is 80 workers during the quarter. Now again, we should start with replacement method, number of replacement divided by average workers. Solving this, we can find out again 800 workers, as good as question number 11, which we have done. Now applying for the question number, applying separation method, labor turnover is equal to number of separations divided by average number of workers into 100, which is 6% is equal to number of separations. 800 to 6%, same calculation which we had in the earlier problem. Number of separations is equal to 48. Now comes our main part, which is flux method. Under flux method, here the formula which we will be applying is number of separations plus number of replacements plus new joining divided by average workers. Now here the new joining they are talking about is, it's not filling the vacancies of another person. It's not taking somebody's position and giving to somebody else. It's like we are expanding something. We are taking completely new workers out of the vacancy. So apart from the vacancies, I have found some extra positions in my company which I am planning to fill it. That is called as newly joined. Like that, we need to understand this. So if we are understanding in the same angle, I can filter it out like this. 20% is equal to 48 plus 80 plus new joinings divided by 800. Further simplifying it, I can write new joining is equal to 160 minus 48 minus 80. Solving this, I will get my answer as 32 numbers. Now new joining will be 30 numbers. Now workers recruited and joined will be how much? It will be total of 80 plus 32, it will be 112 workers. So which is your option number A. Going further, question number 13. Question number 13 again talks about calculation of labor turnover under replacement method. They have given us the data, opening number of workers and closing number of workers, and they have also given that during the particular month, the 5 workers has left, 20 workers were sent off, and 75 workers were recruited. Of these, 10 workers were recruited in the vacancies of those leaving. That means replacements, while the rest were engaged for an expansion scheme. So again, earlier in the question which I mentioned, newly joined, which is the vacancies. It is not the case where the vacancy existed, something new. So we need to start average number of workers, which is 500 plus 600 divided by 2. It will be how much? 550 workers. Applying the same in the replacement method. So number of replacement divided by average number of workers. Number of replacement is mentioned. How much is number of replacement? It is 10 workers. So 10 divided by 550 into 100. My answer is, under labor turnover under replacement method, is 1.82%. So your answer is option number B, 1.82%. Going further, next question, similar question. Now this here they are asking us to find labor turnover under separation method. Same question. So without wasting time, average number of workers will be same, which we have computed 500 plus 600 by 2, 550. Number of separations, for that we need to apply separation methods labor turnover formula. Number of separations divided by average number of workers, which will be nothing but 5 plus 20. Where I am writing, where I am written the figure from here. 5 workers left, 20 workers were discharged. So 25 divided by 550 into 100, 4.55 percentage. So correct option is option number A, it is 4.55 percentage. Moving to the next MCQ. Now again, this is from the labor cost chapter itself. However, this is regarding wage incentive plan. Under here they are asking us to find out Halsey, under the Halsey method, how much the wages has to be paid. Given information is a worker is expected to complete the work in 60 hours and he is promised to get minimum wage of 10 rupees. It means time rate, I can say time rate. Now under the Rowan scheme he is being paid 12 rupees. It means what? Please understand, 10 is your basic wage and 2 rupees per hour he has earned as bonus. So the bonus element is wage is 2 per hour. Now on the basis of this, they are asked us to find out how much remuneration the worker has earned under Halsey plan. Considering this, now we have the information. Time allowed is 60 hours, and for each time allowed, the basic wage is given apart from the bonus is 10, and total earnings is 12 under the Rowan scheme. Now, Rowan scheme, the formula is time taken to time rate. This portion is your normal wage element. This is your normal wage element, and the second half of it is your bonus element. Under this bonus element, what is the criteria under the Roman scheme? Now what they're saying is you find out your total wages. This is nothing but time taken to time rate. In this, how many hours he has saved, find out that percentage, and to that extent he has saved that percentage in percentage terms. From the total wages share, you give him that percentage as the bonus. That is what the logic of the formula is. So if you look into here, if I compute here, time taken to time rate, basic is whatever is there. We are not focusing on that because we are simply, for ease of calculation, we are focusing only on the bonus element. Now bonus element is what? 10 rupees, apart from that 2. So the 2 rupees is only the bonus element. So we have, I'm taking here time taken to 2 rupees because I am stressing only on this part. Okay. So time taken to 2 is equal to time allowed minus time taken, that which will reflect my time savings, divided by 60 into time taken into time rate. Time rate we know which is 10. Further simplifying it, I can say it will become how much? 2 times of time taken is equal to 600 time taken into 10 into time taken square divided by 60. Further simplifying it, I will get 120 time taken is equal to 600 time taken minus 10 time taken square. Further, time taken square is equal to 10 time taken square is equal to 600 time taken minus 120 time taken. Further simplifying it, 10 time taken square is equal to 480 time taken. Now, time taken is equal to 480 time taken divided by 10 time taken. So I retained one time taken on LHS, and second the time taken I have taken to the RHS side, which forms the part of your denominator. So time taken gets strike off. The remaining is 480 divided by 10, which is 48 hours. So here the correct answer is yet to be found because now only I have computed time taken, which is 48 hours. Continuing further, with the given information and the calculated information of time taken 14 hours, let's proceed under Halsey plan. Halsey plan means time taken into time rate plus how much time saved the worker has done. To that of that 50%, which is a fixed element, which will be given as bonus. So again, under Halsey plan, this is your wage, normal wage. This will be your normal wage, and this particular portion is only the bonus element. Okay. Solving this, what will happen further if I write 480 into 10 plus 50% into 60 minus 48 into 10. 60 minus 48, 60 is your time allowed, 48 is the time taken, so the difference will be the time saved. Now further simplifying it, 48 plus 120 into 50 percentage, which is how much? 480 plus 60. So the total is 540. So the correct answer here is option number B, which is 540. Next, we are moving to the question number 16. Now the company is making a single product and is preparing its material usage budget. So this is from a budgeting chapter for the next year. Each unit of the product requires, each finished product requires 2 raw materials, and they are expecting to produce 5,000 finished product next year. They have given us opening inventory of my material is 800 and closing inventory to be maintained is 20 percentage, like that they have mentioned. But what is being asked, how much is the, what is the material usage budget for the next year? See, this particular information is given as tricky for the calculation. Okay, this is pakka tricky for the calculation. What is being asked, how much is raw material required to be consumed? Okay, how much output I am planning to produce? 5,000. So, and each raw material, each finished product requires what? 2. Simple answer. What is answer? 5,000 into 2. Your answer is how much? 10,000. So, the option number C is the correct answer here. Okay, going further. Now, this question is again from the standard costing chapter. Now, here they have given us total how many hours has been worked? 70,500 hours has been worked, and the standard price should have been paid for the worker is 6.5 per hour. And they have given also the another information is labor efficiency variance is 7,800 favorable. It means workers has worked more efficiently than what is expected out of them. So, in another angle I can say, if worker were allotted 5,000 hours, just a random example, they must have completed less than 5,000 hours, then only they become what? Efficient, isn't it? So in that angle, we need to think. Now, what is being asked? How many standard hours were produced? Now, we know that labor efficiency variance, okay, we have a formula. What is that? Standard hours into standard rate minus actual hours into standard rate. Now, if you see here, standard hour into standard rate means what? How much wages were supposed to pay and how much hours workers were supposed to work. That is your table number 1, which we generally teach in the class. And next table, which is relevant, is actual hours into standard rate. Now, where we are choosing this particular actual hour into standard rate, please note, if I don't choose standard rate and if I apply actual rate, what will happen for now? In the difference, we will have both the element of hours as well as rate. When I am trying to find out efficiency variance, it should be purely only the difference should be in the hours. So hence the standard rate shall be same. So only difference shall be in the hours. So that is why the 1 minus 3, or I can say standard hours into standard rate minus actual hour into standard rate is the formula for doing it. Solving this, we will have that already in the question 7,800 positive figure, I call it as favorable, is given, and I also have the in the question your standard is 6.5. Now also AH into SR, I can easily substitute the figures which is given in the question 70,500 into 6.5. Further simplifying it, I will get what? 7,800 favorable variance is equal to 6.5 standard hours is equal to minus 1,13,750. So further simplifying it, what will happen? 1,13,750 plus 7,800, it will be 1,21,550 is equal to 6.5 SH. Now the final simplification, 1,21,550 divided by 6.5 is equal to standard hours. So the correct answer here is 18,700 hours. So correct option is option number D. So please understand, 18,700 is the total time of work, total hours which they were expected to work, but they completed the entire job within 17,500 hours. That is the reason why we are having 7,800 efficiency variance as favorable. Okay, now next moving to the question number 18. Question number 18, there is a small mistake in the MCQ bank in our of our institute. The standard time for a job is 60 hours, which is given, and the guaranteed time rate, though it is mentioned 90, only we'll get the correct answer according to the institute only if it is rupees 30 instead of 90. So what is the amount of wages under the Rowan's plan if the job is completed in 48 hours? Okay, now time allowed is 60 hours, time rate is 30 per hour, Time taken is 48 hours. Now time saved is how much? 60 minus 48, which is 12 hours. Now what is the Rowan's plan formula? It is time taken into time rate plus time saved divided by time allowed into time taken into time rate. Substituting the data which are given available, 48 hours into rupees 30 plus 60 hours is time allowed minus 48 hours is time taken divided by standard hours 60 hours into time taken, which is 48 hours, into time rate, which is 30 rupees. Further simplifying it, I can get how much? 1440 plus 0.2 into rupees 1440. Further simplifying it, I will get the answer as 1728, which is your option number B. I hope this is clear. Next, question number 90. In question number 19, same question, same mistake. So with this, we are going to find out what is the amount of wages under the Rowan's plan. Here, same data are available, so I'm not wasting time discussing it. So substituting on the Halsey plan is time taken to time rate plus 50% of time saved into time rate. So which is 48 hours into 30 plus 50% of 12 into 30. Further simplifying it, I will get 1440 plus 180. It will be rupees 1620. This is your option number A. Moving to the next question. If the wage just per day of 8 hours is rupees 500, so in a day, if a worker is working for 8 hours, he is getting 500 rupees as wages, and the output which is expected out of him is 100 units, and actual output he has manufactured is 120. Piece rate wages is how much is the question. Okay, now piece rate will be how much? What is the planned amount of expenditure in terms of wages, which is 500 rupees divided by planned output. Planned means expected output. Here what I am trying to say. So it will be how much? 500 divided by 100, which is 5 rupees. So piece rate means for one output produced, what is the wage rate, which is 5 per unit. That is what we need to understand. Now piece rate wages here will be how much? How much actual output he has manufactured? 120 output into 5. So correct answer is how much? 600. Your option number B.